How long have you been contemplating getting involved with that group, getting involved with that club, getting involved with that class, getting involved with that recreational sport, right? And let me guess, all these things are going through your head. I'm too old for that. I don't know if my knees can take it. Oh, I don't know how skilled I'll be. I'll be embarrassed if I'm not good at it. Man, do I have time? How am I going to do this? I'm here to tell you, man, when you join that group of individuals who are like-minded in their goal of being fit, being active, or just making some changes, bro, it helps to shape your life. When we talk about joining a group, a fitness group, a run club, a hiking club, right? A yoga class. What ends up happening is, number one, guys, now you have a schedule, right? Because normally these people meet at certain times throughout the week, right? So you have a yoga class. Yoga class is Monday, Wednesday, Friday, 5 o'clock. Now, not only do you have a set time, so you don't have to worry about the time you're going to get there, you also know that there's someone leading the class. Someone leading the class. So that person is obviously going to direct your movements. They're going to help you with tempo. They're going to help you correct whatever deficiencies you have. And they're going to push you to go farther than what you thought you could. Then what starts happening is when you go to that yoga class, you are now starting to link up with certain people in the class, right? They know you by name. Hey, Sharon, how you doing? Hey, Michael, how you been? Right? And so what ends up going on is those people get used to seeing you. You get used to seeing them. And you don't want to let them down. You don't want to let them down. Because you know what they say on Wednesday? Oh, I'll see you Friday. See you Friday, Michael. What they say on Friday? Have a good weekend. Let me know how your dog's feeling on Monday. Right? That's what they do. So you establish this community, and now you have these people who are counting on you to show up, right? And you're like, well, why are they counting on me to show up if they're going to the yoga class for themselves? Well, the same reason why you're counting on them to show up. If you showed up to that class, that event, that recreational sport, and nobody else was there, you'd be wondering where everybody was at. You wouldn't have the same amount of energy. You wouldn't have the same amount of drive, because we get a lot of drive from the others that are in the class, right? So what you end up finding out is that these people become very important to you. A lot of them become your friends. A lot of them become people that you aspire to be like as well. And what you find out is that there's so much strength in the numbers as well. So it drives you to keep coming. So now you got a set time. You kind of have a schedule as to when you need to be there. You have someone pushing you that's leading and instructing the class. Then you also have people there who are pushing you as well, and they're counting on you to be there. What this turns into is kind of changing your lifestyle, because you also start talking to yourself a little different. You start referring to yourself as a different individual. Now, you're the girl who goes to yoga class. Now you're the girl who's been involved with the yoga class for 6 months, right? What also happens when you're performing your other workouts, when you're running, you're walking, you're hiking, you're strength training, you're in that HIIT class. Now you think of yourself as a yogi who works out. You think of yourself as a yogi who works out. So the stretching becomes more important. The warm-up becomes more important. The strength training, now you start to see how these squats impact you in your yoga class, right? How these certain positions that we get in on Monday, Wednesday, Friday are impacted by the strength of our lower back, perhaps. So it shapes your workouts as well. And all this, and you actually enjoy the yoga class, right? Because you've started to enjoy it. So not only that, because you refer to yourself as a yogi, or you think of yourself as a yogi, and I'm just throwing this out there, guys, because I don't even know what the definition of a yogi is. But because you think of yourself as that, now you eat different, right? What would a yogi eat if they were at Subway? What would a yogi choose if they were at a restaurant? How would a yogi meal prep? right? Would a yogi drink alcohol? Would a yogi smoke cigarettes? That's what you start thinking. And guys, it's subconscious because we don't, you know, because we've become that, you know, by our actions, we can't help but think of ourselves like that. It would be the same, guys, if you sat around and ate Cheetos every day and laid on your couch. You would consider yourself, you would start calling yourself a couch potato. You start thinking of yourself as a couch potato because, again, you sit on the couch all day, right? So you'll make different food choices. Your nutrition will change. Your meal prep will change. Your meal planning changes. So we are some of our habits. Whatever we do on a consistent basis, guys, that's who we are. You guys refer to me as the guy who walks outside because a lot of times you see my videos on walking outside. So whether I want to call myself a walker or not, that's how you identify with me. Well, when we get involved with this recreational sport, when we get involved with this activity, this team activity, this class, we now become that, right? Whether we want to or not. So if you've been thinking about getting to that recreational sport, if you've been thinking about getting into that activity, if you've been thinking about joining that class, the time is now, man. It's time to become that different person. So I challenge you to find that class. Most of you have already found it, but I challenge you to finally join it, to finally be that person that is a yogi, is a basketball player, plays pickleball. It's going to change your life.